William here, Patriot Containers. I think literally this video only applies for December 2025. I cannot predict the future. I couldn't predict COVID happening in the cargo container industry of what happened. I hope that never ever happens again with what and again, I don't want to get political, but with how COVID was released and stuff like that, and the effects that it had on everything, and even with what it did to the cargo container industry. The point of this video is, what's the best time to buy a cargo container? And to be honest, I think it is right now, this month. I don't think you'll ever buy a new container cheaper than what they are right now. There's so many of them everywhere, and on my purchase price is the lowest I've ever seen in 13 years. So right now is the best time to buy a cargo container. I don't give a shit if it's snowing. I don't give a shit if it's raining. Buy the container and have it delivered when the weather is right for your delivery. New containers. So I compare the cargo container industry as 13 years ago when I used to work for crappy companies. I remember the purchase price and I remember the sale price. Then I started a business 11 years ago and I was purchasing my own containers and I watched prices go up. I watched them go down. I think containers right now are the lowest I've ever seen them in 13 years, hands down. And I've seen some cheap containers, especially new ones where I'm going, holy crap, I can't believe I can buy a new container this cheap and then sell it. It's amazing. So the reason I say I'm making this video this month is we're going to have a new year of 2026 soon. The Chinese New Year comes up every year. That has a major effect on the cargo container industry. And I'm not, how do I say this? I always try to be as positive as I can, but I'm also a realist, which means you can lie to yourself as much as you want to stay positive, but there's also a real world scenario. I think that prices are going to go up in 2026. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I like prices to stay low. What happened in 2021, and here's a good example. I used to buy a 40-foot cargo-worthy container in good condition anywhere from like $1,300 to $1,800. So on an average, I spent $1,500 on a nice used 40-footer. 2021 came along, and by the way, that wasn't COVID, that was Biden. It almost seems like the second that guy walked into office, pricing went up instantly. And I have a long story about that too. I think I've already made a video about that. But there was a time where used containers cost $5,500 in 2021 and 2022. $5,500. That was my cost. And believe it or not, they were crappy. So when I bought good used containers at $1,500 back then, I could have bought shitty ones for $1,000 or $1,100, but I didn't because people complain about that stuff. But yeah, $5,500, and they were all crappy. I literally took a break from selling because I didn't want to sell junk, and nobody really was paying $6,000 for a cargo container. But yeah, that lasted almost like 2 years. I had a lot of money, so I could have like another kid, and we were buying a house. I didn't throw in the towel. I just stopped marketing my business and took a break. But yeah, 2026 coming up. Trump's our president again. I'm a Trump supporter. I hope you are too. I believe in America first, and I believe in American citizens in this country, legal ones. And you just never know what's going to happen in the future. But right now, I think if you're looking for, if you're watching this video and you're going, well, I think I should buy a container and blah, 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 buy it this month. Just do it. Because I think if you wait till January February, March. I think the prices are going to go up. Now, am I God? Do I know that for a fact? No, but I've been doing this for 13 years. I think pricing, when it goes low, 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 it's going to go up at some point in time. And that sucks when it happens. I remember back in the day when prices went up 300 or 500 bucks, it was like devastating. Oh my gosh, nobody's paying for these. Well, nowadays, if they go up 300 or 500 bucks, that's nothing, because it went up $4,000 at one point in time, and that was devastating. So anyways, guys, if you're watching this video, if you're on the fence of buying a container, my thing is, you got about 30 days left. I would pull the trigger and just do it. I think right now is the best time to buy a new one. You can get some really good used containers too at decent prices. And my gut feeling is do it before New Year's. So anyways, guys, that's it. Have a great one. Goodbye.